We start tonight with crews making progress fighting the mosquito fire burning in Placer and El Dorado counties, but the fight is far from over. Containment of the fire continues to grow tonight. That's the good news, but hundreds of families remain under evacuation orders.
We're also learning more about the number of homes destroyed by the fire. The latest mapping shows the fire has now burned more than 48,000 acres. Containment is at 16%. About 6,000 structures are in danger.
Okay, here's the latest acreage update. 2,000 more than this morning's update, and fire crews say that could go higher.
We're getting information about the number of homes destroyed by the fire. Take a look. El Dorado County released this map today. It shows at least 22 homes are now destroyed. Those homes are right there in red. All of them were on or near Volcanoville Road. None of them were on the west side of the road. This only applies to homes in El Dorado County so far. Information has not been released on the number of homes destroyed in Placer County.
We do have full coverage of the threat the mosquito fire still poses tonight. We begin with KCRA 3's Orko Manning. He's joining us live in Rockland tonight, where many of those who were evacuated are praying they can go home soon. Orko.
Well, Ty, there's a lot of uncertainty about when that will be, but in the meantime, dozens of mosquito fire evacuees have set up here at Sierra College. Some people taking their trailers, staying in the parking lot, others spending the night indoors at the Red Cross shelter. Everyone trying to make the most of this unfortunate situation. Roscoe and Nelson are more than just furry friends to Derek Jones. They're his family.
All I was worried about was getting these guys off the hill.
Jones clinging onto his canines as he was forced to evacuate from his mobile home in Forest Hill in the wake of the mosquito fire.
One of my neighbors come up and handed me the key to his spare vehicle and said, get your dogs and your stuff and get off of the hill. I was so petrified in tears because I didn't know what to do.
Jones is now sleeping on this air mattress in the parking lot of Sierra College in Rockland, which is part of a Red Cross shelter. Dozens of mosquito fire evacuees camping here temporarily, including Forest Hill resident Christopher Schmalbeck.
The police came and knocked on the door and said that it was time to go.
Schmalbeck tells me he's taking this evacuation order seriously and is staying inside this trailer until he can go back.
It was very important for me and my party to leave as fast as we could, and we got out of there in time. We didn't get to take everything that we could, you know what I mean? We were kind of rushed.
We need more and more.
For those in need of supplies and sustenance,
We have socks, we have waters, we have lunches.
Life from the Ashes is here to help. The nonprofit, which focuses on assisting fire victims, is providing evacuees with everything they need,
Sweetheart.
including ice, free of charge.
It means the world to me. If I was in this position right now, then I would wish somebody would help me and my family, and that's what we're giving back.
Some people even dropping off clothes to add to the donation pile.
We're being blessed and taken care of.
Jones, who only came here with the clothes on his back, says the show of support has been a blessing.
Now I've got 8 to 10 outfits, that all the supplies, all the dog food, cases of water.
But there's only one thing these evacuees are truly wishing for.
All we're hoping is we have a home to return to.
A lot of folks just concerned about their properties tonight, but they tell us at least they have a safe place to stay while these evacuation orders remain in effect. Reporting live in Rockland tonight, Orko Manning, KCRA 3 News.
It's great to see that they have those resources. Orko, thank you so much.
And for a closer look at the fire's activity, now here's Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan tracking it for us.
Yeah, over the last few days, we've had cooler temperatures, we've had higher humidity, and that means the fire hasn't been growing that rapidly. It's been kind of creeping along the edges. I'm going to show you two different outlines. The white outline is where the fire was on Friday afternoon. The red outline is where it was this afternoon. And as you can see, in many areas, there's no movement at all. In some areas down the hill from Forest Hill and Volcanoville, down there in the canyon, they've actually been burning that off to help protect Forest Hill and Volcanoville, as well as Todd Valley. Farther to the south, along that area of Volcanoville Road, no change since the weekend, so that's really good news. Where the fire has been growing is along the east side and the northeast side. You can see the differences here, continuing to burn up these very rugged canyons. Now, I think we may see even more movement in that direction during the day tomorrow. Here's the wind. At midnight, that light downslope wind that we always get during the night tonight. And then during the day tomorrow, that wind will switch around to a southwesterly wind. But this is going to be stronger than what we have seen the last few nights and the last few days, meaning that we could see more forward momentum, more progress of the fire in this direction, but away from areas like Forest Hill as well as away from Georgetown. But we'll just have to see how active that fire might get tomorrow with an increase in the wind and a slight decrease in humidity. Back to you.
Mark, thank you. Now to stunning video out of El Dorado County tonight as a sheriff's deputy rushes to save an older couple as flames inch closer to their home. Tonight, firefighters say it's a reminder to follow those evacuation orders.
Absolutely. KCRA 3's Melanie Wingo is live now in Georgetown with this story. Melanie, we understand the couple made it out safely. That's the good news.
Yes, the couple, their dogs, they're all safe tonight, and the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office says that is because of this deputy's heroic actions. Now, earlier in the evening, we had a chance to go into Volcanoville Road, into the fire zone where all of this happened, to see how this rescue likely played out. A rescue in rural El Dorado County. The sheriff's office called to help a couple of older adults needing to get out of their home on Volcanoville Road inside the fire line. A minute's worth of the conditions faced by the deputy shared on social media. The sheriff's office saying the couple was stuck. They had their 2 dogs with them and no way to get out. Their vehicle wasn't working. So with fire on both sides of the road, visibility clouded by heavy wildfire smoke and flames, the sheriff's office says, touching the deputy's vehicle, that deputy made a way in and to the couple's rescue. We're on Volcanoville Road right now, and we can see where the fire burned on both sides of this very narrow roadway. We can also see the path that the deputy took to get to that couple and get them out of here. Fire crews working on the mosquito fire explaining just how dangerous the conditions are for first responders.
The mountainous roads up here are often very small and one-way roads in and out. Makes it very difficult to get large fire engines, bulldozers, and other apparatus in when we have public trying to get out at the same time.
Working in unified command, multiple agencies realizing it's a challenge to be away from home, but reminding those living within the communities under evacuation orders why they tell people to leave when they do.
We do that, though, to protect our life safety, which is, for firefighters, our #1 priority is life safety and property.
Now, we reached out to the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office to see if we could speak with that deputy about his heroic actions. And so far, that deputy's name has not been released, and they were not available to speak with us this evening. But there's no shortage of social media praise for that deputy's actions. Reporting live in El Dorado County tonight, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
And no shortage of courage on his part. Watching that video, it's absolutely amazing what he put himself through to save those that couple. Melanie, thank you.
A check now on the air quality with smoky skies still lingering over the valley and foothills. This is what we saw with Live Copter 3 in El Dorado County earlier today, and you can hardly see anything really.